So we would go up here to lesson, units, and rubrics. If you do not have that tab up there, chances are it's not set up in your account. And it's easy to fix that. Go to My Account right here, click on it, and go down to the subscription preferences and make sure the Teaching Productivity Tool Pack is enabled. If it's not, click it and then go back to the home page. The lessons, units, and rubrics should pop up and be there now. So let's click on that, and we want to go to Lesson Builder and click that. Now I've got a bunch of lessons here already, but I'm going to build a brand new one. And they want a new lesson title. This will not be the actual title of your lesson. They just want it for you to know where it's at, what it is. I'm going to put coin lesson, because I'm going to do a lesson about counting coins for first graders or kindergartens. I'm going to select the format. I'm going to go to Florida A&M lesson plan. It's probably the only one you have. And create new. And you can see that on the left, course number, name of candidate, course title, grade level, title lesson, all these things all on down the line. All we have to do is click on them and fill them in. Like so. The course number for this class is EME 2040. So I'm going to save and close the window. And there it is, pops up. Course title is Intro to Ed Tech. Save and close the window. Now the grade level, I've gone and found a I'm going to try to find a good lesson on counting coins. So I'm going to go to Google and put in counting coins lesson plan. And you can see there's a lot of them, and that's great. And you should probably look at least 3 or 4. This seems like a good one, and the lesson is called Counting on Coins. So that would be a good name for the lesson. It's got objective, concepts, originality, exploration activities, concept development, guided practice, originality and creativity, student production evaluation, written, verbal, kinesthetic, visual, learning styles, all these types of things. A lot of the stuff that we're going to need. So this looks like a really good lesson plan to kind of borrow from, which you're allowed to in this class only. Read it. So I've kind of read a lot of it before this started, but we're going to go back to our lesson plan. The grade level was first grade to kindergarten, so I'm going to click on kindergarten and first grade. Save and close the window. The title of the lesson was Counting on Coins. Now the goals we need to take a look at, and those are going to be kind of like objectives. Now you see specific behavioral objectives down here. There's a difference between an objective and a behavioral objective, which we've talked about. So I'm going to look at, I want to find some goals. Just the student will learn how to count coins, or, I mean, that's the ultimate goal, but just look at the lesson plan real quick. In the concept objective, you know, at the end of the repeated lesson, the children will be able to skip, count coins, and arrive at a total worth for a group of coins. That's a good objective right there. So just copy that, go back to Taskstream, paste. Okay. And I've got a goal. Now, sometimes you'll have more goals. We only need one for this lesson, so. But it is not a behavioral objective. A behavioral objective has an adverb, so we'll talk about that in a minute. Now we're going to go to Next Generation Sunshine State Standards. And this has with it subject area, strand, standard, benchmark, and summary. We can kind of take care of all these in one just by clicking on standards, go to the view state standards, click on the state of Florida, and the fourth from the bottom, you'll see Florida Sunshine State Standards. Click on that. Now, we're going to go to mathematics, and the grade level is K through first grade. Let's check first grade first. What the Sunshine State Standards do is do big ideas, and right now I'm not seeing anything here. Numbers and operations, it might. We can go to the next level and take a look at these. I really don't like anything I see there, so I'm going to go to kindergarten. And let's take a look at number 3. That's not going to work for me, so I'm going to go back. And the supporting idea 1, represent, compare, and order whole numbers to join and separate sets. That looks pretty good, because the second benchmark is solve problems that include involving sets by counting, using cardinal and ordinary numbers by comparing and ordering and creating sets. This one looks good, so I'm going to save and return. And you can see all my stuff is there for me. So the standards there, the subject area is mathematics, the strands there, K through 12, K, the standards there, and the benchmarks there. You'll have to write a summary that just explains why you chose this one, so put in whatever you need to there. Now that comes down to specific behavior objectives, and we've talked about that, and that's Bloom's taxonomy, and that's going to be talking about adverbs. The students will count, the students will number, the students will evaluate, the students will do something. Let's go back to our lesson plan, see if they got anything there. Independent practice. When given a group of coins, students should be able to skip count the coins and arrive at a correct value. So skip count is the adverb we're looking for. So that's a good behavioral objective. We'll copy that. Pop it in our lesson plan. Okay, so we're just about halfway done, and that took maybe 15 minutes. Now, list of materials. We're obviously going to need coins. I want to use jelly beans just to practice counting with. It also makes a really great attention grabber. Just get them started with counting in groups. Now, preventative techniques, that deals with what are you going to do if things start getting out of hand. And then interventive techniques is what are you going to do when things do get out of hand. Okay. Differentiated instruction for English language learners. That is in your book, Chapter 2. An accommodation for other learners. Sometimes in the lesson plan they'll have these types of things. But this one doesn't, so you're going to have to look it up on the web. Attention grabber. Hey, tell them you're going to use jelly beans to do some counting. When they get done, they get to eat the jelly beans. Introduction of the lesson in your book. Modeling, directed instruction in your book. Critical thinking guiding practice is in your book. So I'm not going to do all this stuff for you. You got to do this yourself. You decide you want to do independent or group work. This sounds like a group work type of thing to me. Then some type of assessment. How are you going to know that they learned? So you're going to have to make up something. You're going to give them a quiz, or you're going to have them do a task. What are you going to do? Enrichment activities deals with things that we could take a step further. So they're counting coins. Maybe the next time you want to bring in some play money and do dollar bills and $5 bills and $20 bills. And then reflection. And reflection usually comes after you've taught the lesson. But in this case, you want to reflect about how you think the lesson is going to work, what problems you could possibly see happening, that type of thing. That's it for now. Good luck with your lesson plan.